Ryan Hurst has been talking about Sons of Anarchy, so I thought, why not talk about it on Fog Entertainment? Welcome back, guys, to the channel. We talk about everything Sons of Anarchy related, and Ryan Hurst revealed that during Sons of Anarchy, Opies' death felt like the beginning of the end for the cast. Now, before we go into this article, I would tend to agree. If you look at Sons, Opie was like the first big kill. Like, obviously before you've had like you know a lot of like villainous deaths, but in terms of like, you know, the fan favourites of like the core SOA group, like, and big main characters, no one had died. Like, obviously Piney had died, Kozik had died, Halfsack had died, etc. People like that. But they're not exactly like main characters. But Opie's was, and it says here, according to this article, one very Cornetto. No, he didn't actually say that, but one very real stress that fans of long-running dramatic TV series face is that they may at any moment lose a character forever. A main cast member might be killed off during any episode of a series. Fans of shows like FS Sons of Anarchy know this very tactic is partly what kept them on the edge of their seat, but like many did not think this is how the actors themselves actually get affected by a character's death. After all, this person is someone they've been working with day in, day out for an extended period of time. So there are real emotions involved. That was a moment that the actors who made up Sam Crow had to face when one of their castmates shot his final scene on Sons of Anarchy. In season 5, fans were sideswiped by the devastating death of Opie Ryan Hurst, and apparently the show's cast had a similar reaction. Back when the several of the actors spoke at Fan Expo Canada, a member of the audience asked how the Sons of Anarchy cast reacted when they learned about Opie's upcoming murder. I think for all of us, we said it before, it was the beginning of the end, said Tio Rossi, who played Juan Carlos Ortiz. It was just felt like this is not forever. Oh, this ends. Rossi couldn't be any more correct in his initial reactions. Both fans and cast experienced one main character death after another, from Opie's demise all the way to the very last scene of the series. Yeah, and of course, if you've seen the footage, like where he chops the beard off and like they're all crying, understandably, you know, men can cry, damn it. That's real stuff that men should be crying over, right? I know in 2023 the world's up fucking side down and there's different people about and blah blah blah, but this is the real stuff when men should cry. The cast of Sons of Anarchy must have felt a wide spectrum of emotions when they learned of Ryan Hurst's character Opie being killed off, and when they had to film the scene itself. On the Fan Expo Canada panel, Emilio Rivera, who played Alvarez, said he actually felt lost afterwards. He was better when he got back to real life. 2 weeks later, him and his wife, and me and my wife, we all got together and saw a movie, and I felt better again. He said, I knew he was alive, but fans of the show didn't get to see him reconsolation, brother. As I had to live with the permanent departure of one of their favourite characters. The death scene itself is brutal as it is devastating. The plotline leads to Jax choosing to sacrifice himself to make peace with a rival criminal organisation. However, Opie beats him to the punch, eventually taking a fatal blow to the head. Tio Rossi went on to explain to the crowd that after the scene was shot, the cast went from a tight-knit ensemble to one that was dwindling exponentially. And it went really fast after he died, Rossi explained. Before it felt like forever. Of course, all good things eventually come to an end, and that's especially true with dramatic TV series. Fans can take solace in knowing that the actors themselves often share the same emotional experience. And there you have it, guys. That is talking about Opie's death. One of the, I honestly, I look at TV shows, like, I've watched a shit ton. And for me, Opie's death probably is the saddest one that I've watched. I'm trying to think of all the TV shows that I've watched, man. And honestly, like nothing really comes close. Like, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like what? It's because it was so slow and dragged out, but in a great cinematic way. It's not like, you know, like fucking helpless. They were helpless watching him die. Couldn't do fucking hee-haw about it. And Jax was willing to do it for himself, let himself do it, but Opie took one for the team. Anyway, guys, I actually really look forward to we catch up with season 5 and talk about it in great detail. But until next time, peace.